We are about to flay your mind. What? That's not how it goes? Ah! Hello everyone, and welcome back down here to the Gamer's Den with me, your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire. Today, we are going to be going on with our quick tips for DMs, and I'm still thinking about integrating fantasy creatures within the modern day and age and setting. Joining me, of course, is my youngest, most adorable co-host, Finn, apprentice storyteller, uninitiated as yet to any circles of lore. The other two apprentices are sleeping peacefully. However, Atticus was recently inducted into the 7th Circle of Lore, so congratulations to him. Yay! But today, like I said, I want to talk more about different creatures that could be integrated into the modern day and age, and it was pointed out that on the last video that Minotaur would also make great taxi drivers, which, yeah, that fits right in with the whole tour guide thought, the idea that they can navigate massive, confusing spaces readily, easily, automatically even, and absolutely a wonderful place to go. But before we get into the creature that we have on offer for you today, if you're new here to the channel, go on down there, hit the subscribe button, and become a regular member here at the Gamer's Den. Or if you've already gone on ahead and listed yourself on such an incredible roster of legendary heroes, then go on down to hit the like button and share the video far and wide. But now, let's talk about what creature has been on my mind lately, and the intro may have given it away. I want to talk about illithids, mind-flayers, the kinds of creatures that you could describe as a mind-flayer. How could they possibly fit in the modern world? I mean, they're ruthless, they're intelligent, they're conniving, and they could probably make for great CEOs, honestly. But that joke aside, don't know how much of a joke. Anyways, one spot that particularly stood out to me when it comes to illithids, they're high intelligent creatures, but more than that, they just have great mental stats all the way around. Intelligence generally being the best, with wisdom and charisma following very closely behind. So there's a multitude of roles that they could actually go into, CEO actually probably being one of them if they could acclimate well enough to the world of business, which, given their mental acumen, their just raw intellectual capabilities, they'd be able to do so with relative ease compared to other people. And not couple that with the fact that they're telepathic, they could get a solid edge, have some great leverage when it comes to negotiating behind closed doors in the boardrooms and the like, meetings between different businesses and companies. But I actually really like them for the medical field. Not necessarily therapists, although therapists could work well enough, but I was thinking brain surgeons, or coroners, you know, chief medical examiners and the like, people who produce autopsy reports on how the person had died, how they expired and passed, or, you know, somebody that is working with the brain. Again, high intelligence creatures. They are going to have the skill points necessary to become quickly adept at just such a thing. And whether you're necessitating treat injury or medical knowledge or having surgery as a skill, whatever kind of layout you might have for your particular game or setting, they could adapt to it and fit in pretty neatly. But the most important thing with these two jobs is it gives them access to one of their preferred food sources, brains. Now, they couldn't just devour everything all willy-nilly. That'd draw too much attention. But every now and then, some remains got misplaced, but it was just the brain. Everything else is there. Everything else has been cremated. Here you go. Nobody's gonna notice that Grandpa George's ashes are, you know, about a pound light. Well, actually, it's mostly fluids up there, but you get the idea. Not many people are really going to notice if the remains have gone missing. Some parts of them have gone missing, especially if they're the ones writing up the reports and logging everything. And they have the medical skills necessary to disguise their activities as well, so they could potentially get away with it for a long time. Couple that with all of their other psionic abilities, and they can navigate a whole host of different kinds of situations. throw in a good charisma on top of that to end up being fairly persuasive creatures overall, just in their own non-magical right, on top of all of the other abilities, and they could integrate really smoothly without a whole lot of people noticing. And we can also make an argument that for the modern day and age, maybe they are still of an evil alignment, maybe their activities still are a bit gruesome and unwholesome, but you could still make the argument that the more intelligent amongst them, given that they're all intelligent, but the most willing to adapt, are the ones that are going to thrive the most. So you may see their alignment shift from lawful evil to maybe lawful neutral, just out of sheer necessity for the day and age that they live in. But what do you think? Go on down to the comments below and let me know your thoughts. Did you like today's video? Did you dislike it? What other roles could you see a Mind-flayer inhabiting within the modern day and age? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and we'll be more than happy to engage in discussion. But with all that said, I've been your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire. This has been Finn, initiate storyteller, uninitiated to any circles of lore. Thank you all so very much for your time, and you all have yourselves a good night.